As much as I love doing 25 days suggestions every December, it does make it a bit difficult for me to find time to do other videos. I'm doing one review every single day for 25 days. I don't always have time to release other content, and that's made it a bit hard over the years when it comes to other items that I have to review within 25 days suggestions. Every once in a while, there will be a few items that I have that are new items that I'd like to review in December because I got them at the end of November and didn't have time to review them in November, or because I picked them up in December, and I'm just not able to have time to review them because of 25 days. You might have noticed Revo Cost sitting in the background for the entirety of 25 days. I meant to get his review done on November 30th, but I had a birthday request that day, so I wasn't able to review him. So now it's just sort of a waiting game for a day where I have enough time. The reason why I bring this up is because, well, you see, I don't usually go shopping in December because it's Christmas and all that. I don't usually go out buying new things, but, well, you see, today I had to stop by Target to get something, and, found some new cars. And then I also picked up a duplicate of Charlie Checker to repaint. So, the wait for Revo may be a little longer now. Okay, don't worry, it won't be that long. I'm just kidding, okay? But Cruise is going to be the next review. Then I'll probably review K after Cruise. I just think there's more interest in them than Revo, since I reviewed the Color Changers Revo back in, like, August. And, you know, there's not much different with the actual diecast. And then I'll review the Charlie Checker after all those, because I've never gotten Thailand Charlie Checker before. Very exciting to have some other new stuff to review, but honestly, I'm still most excited about 25 days of suggestions. Yeah, I got some new things to unbox and review within the next few days or weeks, just again, depends on when I have time, but shouldn't take too long to get around to reviewing these guys. But really, I'm still just so excited every day to wake up, go to my random name picker, and see what it's gonna pick for me, and I was very excited about this car here. Anyway, guys, welcome back to day 9 of 25 Days of Suggestions 2022. Today we're going to be taking a look at El Guapo, as suggested by Ace Fist. Thank you so much for your suggestion, as always. This guy was repainted out of a plastic Color Changers Tex Dynaco that I got that I didn't think worked. I didn't think it worked, but I think the problem was I actually was never putting it in ice water. For the color changers, to change their colors, I have to be in ice water, and I just put them in regular cold water, and I thought it was not working anymore because it was getting pretty old, so I decided to repaint him. Probably not the best idea because Color Changers Tex Dynaco is very expensive online now, but back in 2018, I didn't know that, and I don't think he was that expensive back then, because that was almost 5 years ago now, wow. But yeah, I turned my Tex Dynaco into a custom El Guapo, a character from Cars the video game. That is a very similar mold to Tex Dynaco. You can see I made some alterations, like cutting off the horn on the front of him as best as I could. And I gotta say, for a 2018 custom, much like the Emma custom I reviewed a few days back from Major National, of course, I think this guy still holds up. He definitely could use a new paint job. He's one I haven't touched in years, and yeah, he's one that I honestly would like to probably go back and repaint, redo the details and all that, because they are starting to show their age. You can tell that I've definitely gotten a lot better than that. Like, these lines are very intricate on the car in the video game, but here they really do just look like Sharpie, which they are, but you know, I think I can make him look a bit better now. Anyway, though, before we take a closer look at El Guapo there, we got to open up today in the advent calendar. We got day 9, so let's go. Okay, don't rip the door, Ty. You got that. I'm already ripping the door. Okay, you know what? Hey, it's Flows. So yeah, this advent calendar, for some annoying reason, just reused stuff from past calendars. The inclusion of Flo's and Luigi's is completely inappropriate regarding what characters are included in the plus, and the fact that they couldn't make little plastic buildings for Fillmore or Ramon is really annoying. But that doesn't mean this is a bad piece. Last year we got one all white, and this year we get one yellow with this sticker with sort of sprinkles on it, going with the whole gingerbread motif of this year's calendar. That's the motif. All of the accessories look like hard candies. The tree made of cones looks like a gummy, honestly. And the buildings kind of look like cakes, especially with the way Flo's is formatted, you know? Ooh, kind of looks like a yellow cake, which is pretty funny. And look, they actually painted some white on the top here. Of course, this here is just a sticker. But yeah, annoying that they didn't make new pieces. But this year they went for a different theme with this whole candy dessert theme. So it's perfectly fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think it looks fine. I think it looks cute. And yeah, not much to say. They just didn't make any new molds this year for the calendar. So this is a repeat from last year. But it looks different, which is what matters to me. And it fits the theme they went for, even if it doesn't match the cars. But you know what? I'd rather have buildings that don't match the cars than have had them, you know, re-release Flo and Luigi instead of making new cars, right? Like, yeah, we got reused buildings, but we still got new cars, right? We got Ramon and Fillmore. They easily could have reused the buildings and reused those cars from last year, but no, they cared enough to include some new cars, even if the buildings don't entirely match. Anyway, moving on to El Guapo here. He uses this old system I used to have. I used to paint the whites of the eyes for my custom silver because I used to not have a very good white paint pen, but now I have a much better one. You can see starting to show his age, much like the Emma custom. There are some weird speckles all over him. No clue what that's all about, but it's just, you know, the paint is kind of aged now. He's got a gold bumper there. Once again, back then I didn't have a white, so I should have. Nowadays, I'd obviously go in and fix that gold that's on the teeth, but back then I didn't. Again, I cut the horn off the front of Tex as best I could. But yeah, this is a guy that I really think does deserve a bit more love, a bit of a repaint. And hopefully doing this review was enough of a motivation for me to go back in and do a new coat of paint. We got the gold there. Again, all these intricate designs on him that are in El Guapo in the game. El Guapo is just like a minor character you race in Cars, the video game. Of course, his name translates from Spanish to the handsome. And with a face like that, how could you disagree, right? Unfortunately, I remember this being a pain when I was painting him. I couldn't cover up Tex's Dynaco license plate, which is quite frustrating. But, oh look, I even painted taillights on him. Good for me. Good for you, 2018 Ty. A pat on the back. I just patted my own back because technically I am 2018 Ty. I'm just 2022 Ty now. Yeah, I remember being a pain to get in there. When I repaint him, I will try very hard to cover up that Dynaco license plate, and if not, it is kind of funny that it says Dynaco back there. Oh, and look, I painted the base of him too. Yeah, see, you've noticed a trend in some of these old customs. I used to paint their bases, which I don't do anymore because Mattel doesn't do it. But yeah, there we go. I think this guy holds up pretty well compared to some of my other old customs. Yeah, he looks more and more to me just like a green car covered in some Sharpie squiggles. I think he does deserve a repaint, and honestly, I think he's one that I do want to try to repaint. The problem with Emma is I can't really repaint her because my pink doesn't match the shade of pink that I used on the original Emma. El Guapo should be perfectly fine. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 10. Bye now.